Something once thrown away after birth is giving new hope to leukemia patients.
Only 200 people worldwide have received umbilical cord marrow transplants. Now the first Houston patients are being offered this chance for life. And health reporter Susan Starnes has more. Susan?
Thanks, Steve. Marlene, you know, last night we showed you the miraculous story of a toddler whose new infant sister will soon save her life. The older sister will soon get a bone marrow transplant from the blood left in her sister's umbilical cord. There has already been another child who is given a new chance at life with umbilical cord blood. This 8-year-old you're about to meet may never meet her donor.
Everybody loves the slinky.
Tanya Hubach is alive because a baby she'll never meet was born in New York. Tanya has acute lymphoblastic leukemia. She is the first person in Houston to have a bone marrow transplant using umbilical cord blood.
We estimated her chances of cure without a transplant is in the range of 10% or maybe less, and we hope that this transplant will increase her chance of overall control of her leukemia, hopefully in the range of 50% or maybe higher.
To find a bone marrow donor, Dr. Chan first searched for a match among Tanya's siblings, relatives, and finally the National Bone Marrow Registry. But Tanya was too sick to wait for an unrelated adult's bone marrow. Dr. Chan then looked for a match among 6,000 umbilical cord blood samples frozen in a New York blood bank. On March 5th, Tanya got her bone marrow transplant from the umbilical cord blood of a New York donor. The transplant will stimulate growth of a brand new blood system in Tanya. Leukemia had destroyed her original bone marrow.
And the transplant is needed very urgently because the risk of treatment failure is high, or her disease might come out of remission. Then gaining that 2 or 3 months might be very important.
Ashley Samudio is just a few weeks away from making Houston medical history. Her newborn baby sister's umbilical cord blood is the perfect material for Ashley. The 2-year-old needs a bone marrow transplant to replace her own marrow. She, too, has an acute form of childhood leukemia. Umbilical cord blood is the hottest trend in bone marrow transplant for children. Michelle Carew did not live long after her umbilical cord bone marrow transplant. Although over 200 such transplants have been performed in the United States, it's still considered unproven.
I don't know we have any confirmatory data to say that this is equally good. We're still in the process of learning.
In another subject, the Food and Drug Administration has approved an HIV blood test you can do at home. The kits will be sold over the counter for about $40. The kit contains everything needed to take a small blood sample. The sample is then mailed to a medical laboratory to be tested for the AIDS virus. Each test has its own identification number to keep those results confidential. Texans can order the kit by mail through a toll-free number, 1-800-THE-TEST. That's 1-800-THE-TEST.
That's going to make a lot of people feel a little bit more at ease, I suppose, though.
We'll see how it works.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Susan.
Well, the magic is gone again. Gift with sports and Neil's summer-like forecast right after this.